is think about if you're going to go stay. Most of us stayed in a hotel somewhere, and you go into the hotel and you think about, okay, I'm in this hotel room. I could lock up my valuables in the hotel safe, right? So there's always a risk of somebody breaking in and stealing what you have in the hotel. So you've got the hotel safe, that little safe in your room. Now, it's only a minor deterrent. Anybody with a scanner or whatever can break into that, but you're at least mitigating some of that risk. It's the same with cybersecurity. Everything you do, again, is that client server relationship. It comes with risk. You have to decide if you're going to mitigate that risk or not, right? So the hotel analogy, I got that little safe. I know somebody sophisticated can get through that, but it's a deterrent where somebody can't just walk in and grab your wallet, your passport, or whatever. I might be not comfortable with that because maybe I got a lot of money or whatever stuff like that, or I got a really valuable jewelry and I have to store it. I go down to the hotel. I could go down to a hotel and use their actual locker or their safe deposit box to actually protect it even a little bit more. Now, is it 100% protected? No. That's exactly how cybersecurity is. There's no 100% protection. There never has been, there never will be. Everything you do from that client server relationship is a communication sequence. Again, it's in binary. It's been binary ones and zeros forever. But if somebody can read that binary, they got your data. So that's the whole thing. And yeah, go ahead. Yeah, and they think that a product can secure you, and if a product could secure you, as I've already said, then we'd all have it. Perfect example is what's the least secure thing you have? Your phone. And what is most people doing? All their transactions on the phone. You don't think hackers know that? You don't think that's why hackers have targeted Pegasus and other malware and all that type of stuff? The Androids and the IO, we used to think iPhone was so secure. Then we found that entire site dedicated with 0-day vulnerability and exploits for iPhone, right? There's no such thing as total security. OpenBSD in the desktop OS comes as close as anything does, but there's still flaws in it every now and then. It's been a long time. But again, when you're connecting that client server relationship, you can control what you have. But what about where you're connecting to? How do you know it's a valid site? You don't in the modern day. And we got protections in place, but in most cases, you get that warning that comes up, oh, I can't trust this site. How many people click OK, accept the risk and continue? Now you've accepted a potential man in the middle of that. That's why that client server relationship to this day is extremely weak. There's always challenges on that. How do you validate the two imports? Everybody says, well, VPN, but the VPN doesn't work if the VPN is running on the operating system and the operating system is compromised. Remember, VPN's only secure as its endpoint. So that's none of these in the perspective of today gives you 100% guaranteed security. There's no such thing. So you again back to the hotel analogy. You might go down to the hotel front desk and lock it up in a safe deposit locker. That's more protected, but somebody in a safe deposit room could steal it as well. Right? Because always you've given it to somebody else. When it's in your room, you have control over it. But it's the same with cybersecurity. Oh, I'm gonna go hire, company X, Y, and Z to do monitoring for me. So you're outsourcing that monitoring to them, but you still can have a breach. I mean, the Target Corporation, which more than 15 years ago now, one of the famous breaches, and they spent 1.2 million US dollars in software before the breach. Yeah. And it detected it, but they didn't action it. Nobody actioned it from the level one to the level two. So there's no process in place. So it's all process centric and not product centric. So when we build teams, we train everybody on the process. And then you can apply a product to it, right? And we already said, no product make you secure.